Have you been sinning lately?
Have evil temptations taken over your mind?
Well, we have the solution for you.
Utopian societies.
Firstly, we have the Shakers. Founded by our lovely mother and we believe in virgin purity and the equality of the sexes. We believe that God has a dual personality, both male and female, therefore both sexes are equal. And we believe in virgin purity, which is the separation of the two sexes and not allowing them to conduct any sexual activity and live in separate dormitories to keep our hearts pure.
Now, what are our goals and achievements? Well, our goal is to create a perfect society in this world. And we believe that we can accomplish that if we install these methods to achieve that. Now,
the methods we use to keep our society functional through economic prosperity and spiritual prosperity was the selling of vegetable flower seeds, herbal medicine, and breeding cattle for profit. All of this allowed us to economically sustain our society. Spiritually, we separated both sexes into separate dormitories so that they could only mingle with their own sex. And the only meeting between both of them would be through choreography, dancing, monitored by the higher-ups of this utopian society.
Now, what are relationships like, you ask? Now, we're all about equality in this Shaker society. So, all of us are equal members of this society. Now, men and women are mainly separated from each other, and this is to create a huge family bond between us. We're all one big family, sisters and brothers, and that's what's important here.
And you might be wondering how the government felt about our society. Well, the government actually left us alone for most of history and let us do our own thing.
Are you scientifically inclined? Well, we have the perfect utopian society. Our society, founded by Robert Owen, was bought out by the Harmony Group, who was a group of religious predestination worshippers who had their own utopian society. But our founder, Robert Owen, sought for a new purpose for the land. He built the New Harmony Society, a scientific enclave, where thousands of scientists gathered to reform education policies and create new scientific discoveries. Robert Owen was an industrialist and a populist, and a lot of people liked him, and I think you'll like him too. So come down to New Harmony.
Welcome to Brook Farm, where Mr. George Utopian is mentioning that in 1841 established Brook Farm, a communal experiment in Boston. Our goals is to demonstrate that manual and intellectual labor can peacefully coexist together without the complications and pressures of the global world. Notable people that actually came to our experiment were Ralph Waldo Emerson and Nathaniel Hawthorne. How's life going to be? Well, you're going to be governed by a select board of directors who will manage the Brook Farm overall. And pay is about $1 a day, but we will provide all food, clothing, and housing requirements. How are we going to generate money? So we're going to be charging sightseers to come and visit the experiment, as well as if you become a shareholder today, and you can automatically become a member in Brook Farm. And however, we are thinking about transitioning to Charles Square and his idea of associationism, which includes building a phalanx, which is a communal area, and we are sure that it will definitely not burn down.
And John Humphrey Noyes, a man in New York, founds a utopian society known as the Oneida. Now, I encourage you to come to the Oneida because we offer sexual freedom. And I say this because in our conventional society, as issued by the government, it is illegal to practice polygamy. However, in the Oneida society, we do not support sexual exclusion. So, if you want to mate with anybody who's inside of our society, all you have to do is make a request. We'll have it documented, and then we can live in a more free community and exemplify that for the rest of the United States. This is a part of the Oneida mission for individual freedom and also collective freedom in a community. And also think about it as well. If you do have a younger child, or perhaps an adolescent boy in his 14th year of age, if you bring him to the Oneida Society, you can even provide sexual mentors who are women over the age of 40. And they will actually help practice these mating techniques so that these younger children can sustain society. And we chose the older women because of the lower chance of conception. So that's our main goal in our society, as Noyes said. And we have been accused of being called a personality cult or being dictatorial for trying to instigate who can mate with who in a form of eugenics. But I respectfully disagree because I'm a spokesperson and it is not my job to disparage the community. So, Mr. Carter, I hope I have been at least a little filtered in this advertisement, and I hope everyone possible can join our society. Thank you very much.
This is a utopia, not a society-topia. Reject the conventional needs of society, pack your bags, and join our communities of freedom.